The Archeops line is where the idea of every fossil Pokemon needing to be a rock type really kind of falls apart. Overrating them all, and Archen, whatever, is honestly kind of ridiculous in battle. 112 attack and 70 speed for a first stage Pokemon is insane. And sure, rock flying isn't the best type, but it's not bad at all. Its move pool is decent and has some options, but all you really need to know is acrobatics and agility to sweep and just stomp everything that doesn't resist it in the early to mid game. But its later evolution level and awful ability, which we'll talk more about with said evolution, does hold it back, 3.5 stars. Its availability is actually the same as Tortuga's at a sad 2.5 stars, and really, so is its concept. Tortuga is based on a proto-turtle, and Archen is based on an Archaeopteryx, one of the earliest species of bird, which is also almost exactly said in the dex entries. I personally think it's cooler, but that doesn't mean it deserves a higher score, 3 stars. But again, why is this a rock type? Makes no sense here. Its design, though, I have very mixed feelings about. Looking at it as a whole, it's super goofy and honestly kind of ugly. But I love the details, and the color scheme is really pleasing. I like how the feathers at the end have that vibrant blue contrasting against the other yellow feathers and its red skin. I really didn't know where to go with this one, so I'll lean on the same area you guys voted it at, and I'll go with 3.5 stars, which will land Archen the final score of 3.125 stars overall, and a spot alongside the turtles on the fossil bottom 5. Archeops is just a story of what could have been. We're rating them all, and though that may be the consensus on this Pokemon in the community, I feel like I'm higher on it than most. Let's get right to the ugly part, its ability, Defeatist. When this Pokemon's HP falls below 50%, both of its attack stats are cut in half, which is obviously a huge detriment, but you cannot overestimate the amount of destruction this Pokemon can dish out in the meantime. 140 base attack, 110 speed, and even 112 special attack. Acrobatics is an absolute cheat code with this Pokemon, but it does get plenty of other great options like U-Turn, Rock Slide, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake. This rating isn't just based on how much of the game can this Pokemon sweep by itself, but more so how much does this Pokemon contribute to your team throughout a playthrough? And the answer to that question is a lot, with however many KOs it can get before it gets brought too low, and then you can just U-Turn out and do the exact same thing in the next battle. It may not be your workhorse 3-down back, but it is one fantastic leadoff hitter. Not quite a 5, as said downside still exists, but an easy 4.5 stars in battle prowess. I can't believe I forgot to record this part, but its availability is the same as Archen's 2.5 stars. But conceptually, it does take a bit of a step up from the others. It is of course based on the Archaeopteryx, one of the earliest species of bird to split off from dinosaurs. But behaviorally, they seem to take more inspiration from other types of raptors who are intelligent and hunt in packs, usually from the ground. There could also be some Mesoamerican feathered serpent aspects, which comes off pretty well in its design. 4 stars. And I personally love this thing's design. It's shocking how many messages I got from people who absolutely despise this thing, even though it still got pulled 5 stars like everything else. I think it looks awesome. Sure, its color scheme may be a lot, but I think that's actually its strong suit. I like how the color of feathers change the longer they get, showing an almost layering of different length feathers, with the thicker woolly yellow feathers closer to the body and the longer, thinner blue ones for the wings. And I do like how they strayed further away from the weird little bird look that Archen had, more towards the feathered dino raptor look here. And its face along with the color scheme really help show that Mesoamerican feathered serpent look, along with how many dragon moves it learns. One of the coolest fossil designs, 5 stars, which does actually land Archeops 4 stars overall, and right next to Aerodactyl on the fossil's top 5.